You better play the damn game.
No, you ain't got some more than 2 plays?
No, this is just left over down there. This is not food, right?
Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Denver Broncos.
Cool.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good effort on the return there gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On play action, Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch that.
Now the 3rd leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10.
49, check 49, check 49. Banjo, 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 banjo. Check.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. From midfield, here's Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Zach Brown making his presence felt in the backfield.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
Mike, go! Here we go. Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. Too little, Cupcake.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Airing it out deep for Smith. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Done. 180. Check. Watch 54. Watch the screen. Pass. Right there. 54. 74. What we got?
Wentz now on 1st down.
Here we go.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
On the ground, this is Johnson. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
It's just me and you.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And Robinson with a big catch. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
You don't want none.
On 1st down, Johnson. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, man. Watch the boot. Mike 55. 81. Let's go right here now. Smooth. Mike 55. Hey, eat. Let's go, defense.
Here's Wentz to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Bruce Irvin make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And he was plus 5 seconds there with a football. Is there a time that a quarterback has to get rid of it?
Somewhere generally around 3 seconds. So just like we're playing in our turkey bowl, right, in our backyards, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, that ball better be gone, because anything past that, that's usually the end result.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Robinson's got it. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Wentz. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, but it's going to be 2nd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Johnson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Brings up third down and 11.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing.
Play action. Now Wentz. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Patrick Owasor drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Watch the slant.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Hey,
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
Ready? I'm coming. Alert, alert, alert. We got 3, fellas. We got 3. Ain't no look good.
From the gun, it's Allen. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Allen taking it himself, and he will have the 1st down as he's up to his 17-yard line. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Alert, alert. Bang, bang. General West. Pass 85, pass 85. Hey, Delta.
1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And he's got the hook up to Moore. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3 from the pistol. It's Gurley. And some room to roam now. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach, because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. So after 2 1st downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Shit.
Allen off the play fake. Complete. Smith has it. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 40.
And the Browns first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Hey, you don't want to see me. Yo, you don't want.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Like 52. Hey, I'm coming.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Cameron Meredith, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Hauschka with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Let's do it.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. The tackle there by Fabian Moreau.
54, Mike. 65.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
25. Hey, other side, solid. List 5-7.
Now Wentz.
Let's go, Keith. It's going to be a long day.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play.
Yo, that's crazy.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
The Browns drive about to get started. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, check. Hey, exit.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Here we go. 180. I'm coming.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. I'm going to run you over. Please, 5-7. Run you over. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
Wentz going to throw. He's going to launch it for Washington. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Middle.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And some space here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 36 yards on the play.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join, who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now, a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
Hey, Mike 50, Mike 50, go!
Back to the air on second down. It's Allen. Eluded. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Here's Allen to throw it. He's going to look deep for more. And that is intercepted by last year's NFL leader, DeMonte Casey. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver.
Pick six, baby. Let's get this all day.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked off that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands, and, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
You ain't doing nothing.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Brown 80! Bring it! Bring it! Half 10.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen. And his throw here's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Hauschka adds the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On 2nd and 12, Wentz. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Check Mike 39. Hey, let's Sunday. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. Hey, rip 5-2 out here. Check Mike 39.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
Here we go.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46. From the gun, a run for Johnson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang it.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Hey, check Tyson. Porky, 82, Porky.
52's the mic, boys, 52. You remember me? Let's go, baby. New mic, 52.
Wentz will try again on 2nd down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
5-9.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And that will be incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Browns drive about to get started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
It's a gain of 35. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Broncos take over first and 10.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Broncos' 2-yard line.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a...
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Todd Gurley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Hauschka with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Alert, alert. 3.
From the 29, Wentz under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
To throw, it's Wentz. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
For Tokyo.
Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Jordan Willis. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Mike. 52. Coming.
Half.
24. Check 24.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Again, they run with Gurley. That 2nd down play nets a -4. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Allen from the gun, he'll throw. And that is intercepted by last year's NFL leader, DeMonte Casey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebound. And the
Throw
Browns
the
pressure
ball.
gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack.
Hey.
Sunday.
They fake the give. Now wins. Open man is QT, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there. Wentz now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Working from the gun. Wentz. Complete to Washington. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
52's the mic. Watch the curve. Watch the curve.
Gurley again here on first down. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now Allen. He finds his man Johnson. Johnson, oh, it's poke free. Football's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Let's go. Here we go. Recon, 132 fighter.
Now Johnson. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Todd Gurley standing by as lonesome in the backfield here. 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Todd Gurley. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Hauschka adds the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Let's go.
So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. On first down, Wentz. And this one's incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
There we go. Back man. 180.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Hey, kill. Hey, 4 don't kill.
Rick.
Please win.
Slam.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there. Hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, But if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul.
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Back 319. 5 wide, 5 wide, 5 wide.
Check four, check four. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Tighten up, tighten up.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They run. It's Gurley. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
But that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. That's going to be caught by Richardson. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll come out in the pistol. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. So Allen's going to look to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Cameron Meredith. Incomplete. Marlon Humphrey on the coverage.
A line of scrimmage once again, the 5, as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to, because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head to head. But
that's
the
about
virtual
it.
guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize
Will you keep the bag in the refrigerator for me, please? Thank you.
fun. We're challenging ourselves to each do 100 acts of good.
Lord, little one.
I'm here with State Farm Employee Max and receiving a P3 Max.
On the board! On the board!
Has become an absolute hero. Giving back starts with us. Join us at neighborhoodofgood.com.
My Beneful Superfood Blend has me feeling super healthy with salmon, cranberries. Oh, but we are not done yet. Here comes Superfood Wet with beef, salmon, and pumpkin. It's like a superfood sundae on a Monday.
Beneful Superfood Blend dry and wet recipes. I'm Christina Stumble, and I chose the Spark Cash Card from Capital One. With unlimited 2% cash back on everything I buy, why wouldn't I get this card? I redeemed $115,000 in cash back, which doubled our marketing budget last summer. What's in your wallet?
These are my people. These are the ones who will reach for the stars. These are my people. By the light of the earth, you can tell they are ours. A new step to take, and a new day will break. Yes, these are my people.
Wrestling on TNT. Watch Wednesday Night Dynamite at 8.
Hey, so the guys and I are talking about having kind of a science retreat this weekend. I just want to know if that's okay. You and I talked about going to brunch on Sunday.
Want to go to Vegas this weekend?
Of course I do.
Bernadette, Girls Week in Vegas, you in?
Oh, yeah.
Yes. I'll check flights.
I'll check hotels.
I'll check my underpants. I'm so excited I think I peed.
They seem okay with it.
Hey! Hi, I didn't think you'd make it. Why not? Because you have a steady girlfriend now, and we assumed you'd have to stay home to lower the food down to her in the pit.
For your information, Emily's working tonight.
Yeah, one would assume I'm getting out of the pit.
Okay, let's focus. The girls are gone. We have 48 hours. There are no distractions. Let's change the world.
Thinking caps on.
Here we go. Oh, this is exciting. We're innovating. I feel like we're in the Facebook movie. Oh, I never saw that.
Yeah, really?
Oh, it's wonderful. And I swear I'm not saying that because Justin Timberlake is in it.
Yeah, I have it on Blu-ray. We should watch it.
Oh, cool. I'll make the popcorn.
Guys, in 30 seconds, we went from let's change the world to let's watch TV.
I'm sorry, is that a no?
Okay, no, Leonard's right. We're here to focus. Wait, didn't we used to have a list of all our ideas?
I think I still have it.
I did not get a clear answer. I'm going to set this down now.
Ah, here it is. Oh, I haven't looked at these in years. Robot girlfriend.
That was mine.
Robot prostitute.
Also mine.
Wait, I'm confused. Why would you need both a robot girlfriend and a robot prostitute?
It's just some things you don't do with your robot girlfriend.
Boy, when you met Bernadette, the field of robotics really took a hit.
Okay, let's just skip all the inventions you can have sex with. No, here we go. Ergonomic heated seat cushion.
No, it vibrates. Keep going.
You know, let's just come up with something new.
You know, a number of significant innovations have been inspired by science fiction. The geosynchronous satellite from Arthur C. Clarke, the Motorola flip phone, that came from Star Trek. Yeah, and I have long suspected that the idea of an African-American president was stolen from the movie Deep Impact.
Hey, the future they show in Back to the Future 2 is only a year away. A lot of things in that movie haven't been invented yet.
How cool would it be if we could make one of those a reality?
If we could figure out the scientific basis for Marty's hoverboard, that would have universal application.
Well, it's possible at absolute zero, but we would have to remove the temperature restrictions.
Oh, I have an idea.
I think I have the same one.
We gotta watch Back to the Future too. I'll make the popcorn.
So, where should we go first?
Ooh, there's a cover band in the lounge.
Nah.
But they play Barry Manilow.
No.
But they're called Fairly Manilow.
Oh, okay. Great. No.
What do you want to do?
Well, we're in Vegas. I want to go downstairs, get a bucket of margaritas, dance until I vomit all over a roulette wheel, and watch it go everywhere.
What if we don't want to vomit?
Oh, you will. That's why they give you the bucket. Uh-oh.
What?
It's my boss. They moved my field right up to Monday.
What does that mean?
It means instead of having a week to study, I only have 2 days.
That sucks.
Well, can you start in the morning?
It's kind of a lot. You know, let me do a little tonight, and I'll catch up with you guys later.
You sure?
Yeah, it's okay. Go ahead.
So, now that Penny's not coming...
We're not seeing Fairly Manilow.
Okay.
Hold on, pause. Something doesn't make sense. Look, in 2015, Biff steals the sports almanac and takes the time machine back to 1955 to give it to his younger self. But as soon as he does that, he changes the future. So the 2015 he returns to would be a different 2015, not the 2015 that Marty and Doc were in.
This is Hot Tub Time Machine all over again. If future Biff goes back to 2015 right after he gives young Biff the almanac, he could get back to the 2015 with Marty and Doc in it. Because it wasn't until his 21st birthday that 1955 Biff placed his first bet.
Whoa. Is placed right?
What do you mean?
Is place the right tense for something that would have happened in the future of a past that was affected by something from the future?
Had will have placed?
That's my boy.
Okay, so it wasn't until his 21st birthday that Biff will have placed his first bet and made his millions. That's when he altered the timeline.
Yeah, but he will haven't placed it.
What?
Unlike Hot Tub Time Machine, this couldn't be more simple. When Biff gets the almanac in 1955, the alternate future he creates isn't the one in which Marty and Doc Brown ever used the time machine to travel to 2015. Therefore, in the new timeline, Marty and Doc never brought the time machine.
Wait. Is brought right?
Marty and Doc never have had brought?
I don't know. You did it to me.
I'm going with it. Marty and Doc never have brought the time machine to 2015. That means 2015 Biff could also not have brought the almanac to 1955 Biff. Therefore, the timeline in which 1955 Biff gets the almanac is also the timeline in which 1955 Biff never gets the almanac. And not just never gets. Never have, never hasn't, never hasn't.
Is right? So what kind of name is Biff? Sounds like when you pop open a can of Pillsbury Dough. Biff.
Oh, that stuff is so good wrapped around cocktail weenies.
Guys.
Do you know that the word wiener comes from the German name of the Austrian capital, Vienna, or Wien?
Do you know if you look at Austria on a map, it actually looks like a wiener?
Guys, what are we doing? We sent the girls away so we could focus.
I don't think it worked.
We think you would really shine in the Aflac program.
Aflac?
Coach Saban, we have health insurance.
Did health insurance pay for everything?
No. We still have bills.
Aflac gives you money directly to help with those.
Aflac?
And your deductibles, knee brace, whatever you choose.
Aflac sounds like a winner.
We try.
Get help with expenses health insurance doesn't cover. Get to know us at aflac.com.
Living with ammonia odor? Not a pretty picture. Luckily, Tiny Cat's lightweight with ammonia blocker tackles stuff odor, even ammonia.
So long, stinkface.
Ammonia like that? There's your Tiny Cats for that.
Is that...
Quesadillas?
Gordon Ramsay, handing out samples. Seems like just an okay use of your culinary talents, dude.
Yeah, it is, smart guy. Almost like having a brand new iPhone, but not pairing with AT&T.
That's true, Gordon Ramsay.
Hey, fingers! It's not a buffet. Use the cocktail stick.
Use a cocktail stick.
Get the most from your amazing new iPhone 11 Pro on AT&T, America's fastest network for iPhones. More for your thing. That's our thing.
This is Chime, a mobile bank account and debit card. With Chime, there are no hidden fees, so I never have to worry about overdraft or monthly fees. Chime also helps me grow my savings automatically. My purchases are rounded up and added to my Chime savings account, helping me to save without even thinking about it. And I can even get my paycheck up to 2 days early with direct deposit. It's banking the way it should be.
Start banking with Chime today at chime.com.
Find your purpose at GCU, where advanced technologies drive education. Private, Christian, affordable, nonprofit. Visit gcu.edu.
In the storied tradition of his great-great-grandmother, Goldie knows to never compromise. Too shabby. Too much. Too perfect. I can rent this for that price?
Absolutely.
What is this, some kind of fairy tale? It's just right. Thank you. Book your Just Right rental at thrifty.com. Ow! Baby bear.
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing?
It's your thing. Do what you want to do. $1. I got my full meal just in cheesy tots. Perfect level of crispiness for $1. Perfect level of cheese for $1. It's just great for $1.
Get cheesy tots or a crispy taco for $1. Now part of the snacking and saving menu. Only at Burger King.
Conan O'Brien's TBS show is called Conan. Each episode delivers an average of 9.2 laughs per minute.
That's the Conan promise.
Conan, all new tomorrow at 11 on TBS.
Let's just go to sleep. We'll look at it in the morning with fresh eyes, and maybe it'll come to us.
Fine.
Or we go tear apart that box and look for a clue.
Staying up past my bedtime and solving mysteries. Who knew married life could be this good?
3 full hours of The Big Bang Theory, Tuesday starting at 7 on TBS.
Maybe after this you'll be in the mood for some antelope.
I think after this I'll be dead.
Look at us, out while Penny's in the room studying.
I'm proud of her. This is a great opportunity. It's nice to see her take it seriously.
It is. But enough about Penny. Let's talk about us. We're looking good.
We are.
Better than good. I mean, look at you. Your body's banging.
Me?
Don't Amy me. We're always talking about how hot Penny is. Come on. Scientist to scientist. How big are those hadron colliders? Oh, don't be embarrassed. I'll show you the divot in my spine. What? No, it's okay. I was born with it. If you put a AA battery in there, it makes my leg kick.
All right.
Oh, this is already better. There are far fewer distractions in here.
Plus, this is where our minds are conditioned to focus on work. So, I've been thinking about the hoverboards, and maybe there's a way we could use maglev technology
Or if we could figure out a way to supercool the materials, we could utilize quantum coupling.
Well, I wonder if anyone's tried that.
Go online and look it up.
I can't argue with him. It's right there on the screen. Austria does look like a wiener.
That's nothing, dude. Go check out how hung Florida is.
I'm sure Mrs. Florida's walking funny. Can we get back to work?
Yeah, he's right. Oh, here's a thought. What if we use some form of operant conditioning techniques to keep us from getting off topic?
Behavior modification?
Yeah, exactly. Did you know those techniques were used to actually teach pigeons to play ping pong?
That cannot be true. Hey, it was match point.
Some psychologists perform operant conditioning with punishment. Maybe we can come up with a punishment for straying off topic.
Not getting to see who wins at pigeon ping pong comes to mind.
We could snap a rubber band on our wrists every time we get sidetracked.
Not bad. You know, in medieval times, idle chatter was punished with a device called the scold's bridle. It's an iron cage that's locked around the head and pierces the tongue.
Only we had one.
Oh, I'll check Amazon.
We gotta complain about somebody pooping on a party in there.
It was us the whole time.
Why did you tell her it was working?
Was it working?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Guys look like you're having fun.
We're having the best time.
Guess who won $100 playing craps?
That's $1.
And guess who wildly overtipped a cocktail waitress?
Hey, Penny, let's go. We found a place that has Australian male strippers.
We want to see if they twirl their junk in the other direction.
That sounds so great, but I have a little more studying to do.
Can you believe this nerd?
Come on, do you want to sit here being a loser? Or do you want to watch me climb into an Australian man's G-string like a baby kangaroo?
Alright, guys, look, I would love to go out, but I've got to get this done, okay? So have fun at the club. And if you get in trouble, find a policeman. And if he's taking off his pants, he is not a real policeman.
Okay, this is obviously very important to her. We'll help her study so she can get done quicker. Here, I'm gonna quiz you. I got your notes! If you want these, they're gonna be at the strip club.
Are you gonna chase her?
To the walk-in closet, sure.
Okay, so we agree. Whenever someone takes us off topic, they get their arm hair yanked off.
I really can't let that happen, or the girl who does my eyebrows will think I've been cheating on her.
All right, now, one benefit of quantum coupling.
Boy, no question. Who decides if someone's gone off topic?
I think it'll be pretty clear. If not, we'll take a vote. Oh, also...
Ow! We didn't vote.
We didn't have to. That was clearly a tangent. Now, come on, back to work. If we're leaning towards quantum coupling, then we should...
You said quantum coupling. That made me think of the show Quantum Leap. That's a tangent, and it's your fault.
Ridiculous. Sheldon, I vote that is not a tangent.
Yeah, thank you. And now I owe you one.
Ow! That was your fault.
That is a lot of hair. And now I'm going to hear it from Jenny.
Everyone stop. This was a stupid idea. Negative reinforcement isn't working.
I think you mean positive punishment. Negative reinforcement is the removal of a positive stimulus. It's a common mistake.
Negative reinforcement is really wrong?
Well, it's used incorrectly all the time. Even Bill Murray makes that mistake in the first scene of Ghostbusters.
No way. Not Bill Murray.
I'm studying the effect of negative reinforcement on ESP ability.
Huh. Bill Murray did get it wrong.
Jump ahead to the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
No!
Leonard's right. We can't just jump ahead. We have to watch the whole movie.
We keep procrastinating. Oh, we saw Back to the Future 2, pigeons playing ping pong, a bunch of countries that look like genitals, and one guy whose genitals look like Denmark.
Yeah, sorry for clicking on that.
It's late. We've wasted hours. Can we please find it in ourselves to do any amount of work tonight?
But we didn't see them bust one ghost.
So you're saying we should stand here in my lab on a Saturday night and watch the rest of Ghostbusters on a crappy laptop?
No.
It really does hold up.
Yep, shake that thing.
Have you ever seen a body so fine?
We had some pretty hot corpses in my anatomy class, but none of them moved like that.
This spider is living in this land.
Yeah, it came out. I was like, hey, what's up? Everything good? I'll see you later. We're all fired up over here.
Okay, let's get into the game. We have scoured the globe for the world's most miserable true stories. All you have to do is tell us where it lands on the misery index. In sausage-making ordeal, man cut off own arm.
Why does it look so happy?
This is the only show where contestants can make a fortune off of other people's misfortune. This python coming out of a toilet bowl.
Things will get real miserable real quick.
Drunk man gets giant eel removed from his bum. Oh, I feel like I'm gonna throw up. You're really not gonna like this round, and nor is your mum.
The stars of Impractical Jokers join host Jamila Jamil in The Misery Index. 2-episode premiere, Tuesday at 10 on TBS.
Jack Daniels Tennessee apple. Pick boldly.
Hey guys, this is my friend Barry.
Unlimited data, Barry?
Ranked #1 in customer service by J.D. Power, Barry.
Let me take your coat, you little award winner, you.
Actually, that's my fur.
Oh, be careful of the man's fur. $1. I got my full meal just in cheesy tots. Perfect level of crispiness for $1. Perfect level of cheese for $1. It's just great for $1.
Get cheesy tots or a crispy taco for $1. Now part of the snacking and saving menu. Only at Burger King.
Looks like Pamela's back.
I was hoping she'd come back. Let her in. We'll still insure her car. Not all breakups last forever.
Looks like Steve came back too. And Keisha,
I'll fix some snacks.
Greg, Luis, Chris.
Oh, I better get cooking. At the General, we welcome you back, even after a lapse in coverage.
We're gonna need a bigger house.
For a great low rate you can get online, go to the General and save some time.
At ProPlan, we believe nutrition is full of possibilities to improve your pet's life. We're redefining what nutrition can do, because the possibility of a longer life and a healthy life is the greatest possibility of all. Purina ProPlan, nutrition that performs.
Julie means more to me than anything. And I wanted to ask you, before I ask her, may I have your permission to marry her?
You're not just marrying her, you're marrying her whole world. Get 0 down special financing with the K Jewelers Long Live Love credit card.
Something I wanna show you. Are you curious? Okay about the people that be furious. We were made for each
Infiniti QX60. Luxury should be lived in. Lease the Infiniti QX60 for $399 a month at your local Infiniti retailer.
Forget about vacuuming for months. The Roomba i7 Plus with clean base automatic dirt disposal and allergen lock bags that trap 99% of allergens so they don't escape back into the air. If it's not for my robot, it's not a Roomba.
Good morning. You want to go to the pool? Come on. You said it yourself. Only nerds and losers stay in the room. Wow, it's bright out. Isn't it bright? I should probably close these curtains. Nah, bye.
Can you please close the drapes?
Okay.
I like your suit.
Oh, thanks. Got a couple new outfits for work.
How's it feel knowing your fiance's job is to go out, flirt with doctors, looking like that? Well, you sit here, you know, looking like this.
She doesn't flirt with doctors.
Yeah, it's all very professional.
You know when you bend over, I can see down your shirt?
Okay, good.
Speaking of new careers, how are things going with Dark Matter, Sheldon?
Yeah, I'd have to say it's the most exciting time in the history of the field.
Oh, what's going on?
I started doing it.
You know the government funded the biggest experiment yet to detect dark matter?
Yeah, I've read about that. They're sending research teams down into abandoned salt mines.
No, Sheldon, if we applied to be one of those teams, we could be on the ground floor of something big. Not just for theoretical physics, but for astrophysics as well.
Wait, hang on. You guys are going to work in a mine?
Why not?
You had a panic attack when we went through the car wash.
Perhaps the emotion you're referring to was shock at you having something cleaned.
I think what Penny meant is the thought of you two in a mine is kind of funny. It's like a cat riding a Roomba.
And I get scared they'll have those hats with the lights on them, because down there it's night all the time.
Maybe they could ride around in one of those mine carts that go...
Yeah, that'll help them get away when they see a ghost.
Are they making fun of us?
Yep.
I miss the old days when I couldn't tell.
State that nearly 14 million years ago expansion started.
Wait.
The earth began to cool, the autotrophs began to drool, Neanderthal developed tools, we built a wall. We built the pyramids, math, science, history, unraveling the mystery, and all started with a big bang.
$1, I got my full meal just in cheesy tots. Perfect level of crispiness for $1. Perfect level of cheese for $1. It's just great for $1.
Get cheesy tots or a crispy taco for $1. Now part of the snacking and saving menu. Only at Burger King.
Slow down. Speed up to reach 7 kilometers per hour.
Chevy's the only brand.
To earn JD Power Dependability Awards across cars, trucks,
And SUVs.
4 years in a row.
Since more than 32,000 real people.
Just like me.
And me.
And me.
took the survey that decided these awards.
It was only right that you hear the good news from real people.
Like us. I'm Daniel.
I'm Casey.
I'm Julio.
Only Chevy has earned J.D. Power Dependability Awards across cars, trucks, and SUVs 4 years in a row.
At Domino's, a delivery gone wrong doesn't just hurt your pizza night.
It hurts our pride. We're going to be expediting this order.
It could be a missing dipping sauce. It could be a wrong topping. It arrives cold.
With Domino's new delivery insurance, if your delivery isn't what you expected, make a claim, and we'll make it right.
I noticed you had an issue with your last delivery.
To make up for it, I brought you a medium pizza.
Oh my gosh, thank you. You're welcome. Get 2 medium, 2 topping pizzas delivered for $5.99 each.
And put our delivery insurance to the test.
Living with ammonia odor? Not a pretty picture. Luckily, Tidy Cat's lightweight with ammonia blocker tackles tough odor, even ammonia.
So long, stink face.
Ammonia like that? There's a Tidy Cats for that.
With AI, we can protect what we can't see.
Snow leopards are almost impossible to find. But we need to know where they are because they are threatened. Our camera traps allow us to have an eye in the mountains, taking thousands of pictures. Microsoft AI scans through all these images and separates snow leopards from everything else. In 10 minutes instead of 10 days, it gives us time to do better research and save this threatened species.
So one of my favorite video games of all time is called Shadow of the Colossus, and it was only for PlayStation 2, but then they came out with a new version for PS3 with better graphics. I finally got the chance to play it, and for some reason, it just wasn't as good as the first one. Or something about yoga.
I'm sorry, I was thinking about work.
Well, I was just saying that there was this video game.
Yeah, that's when I started thinking about work. Listen, I've got some good news. This is for you.
What is this?
Well, you know how they gave me the company car? Didn't make sense to have two, so I sold the other one.
The one I gave you?
Yeah, and there's your money back. Now we're even. How great is that?
Yeah.
What?
Nothing.
Oh, come on, Leonard. I know the car was a thoughtful gesture, and I really appreciate it, but it doesn't make sense to have both.
You're right.
What should I have done? Taken a picture of us in the car and put it in a pink frame with puffy paint around it that says, "Best fiance ever"?
Doesn't sound that bad.
Well, good, because that's what I did!
That is so sweet.
No, it's not that sweet. I paid for the frame with your money and then got a massage.
You know what? You don't have to give me this. You keep it.
Why?
The car was a gift. It was something you needed. I was happy to help you out.
And I really appreciate it, but now I don't need it, so there you go.
Well, this is silly. So you don't need the car, but you could use it to buy yourself something else, like a new purse to put all this money in.
Sweetie, I can buy my own stuff. I have a good job now.
I know, and I'm proud of you, but that doesn't mean I can't do something nice, like this.
Okay, I don't want this to turn into a fight.
No, I don't either.
Great. Thank you. You pass the salt, please?
Sure. In my mind, that broke the tension with comedy and led to sex.
Hey, Sheldon, you busy? I'm always busy. This mind is capable of advanced multitasking. Currently, I'm attempting to solve the Penrose conjecture. I'm composing my Nobel acceptance speech for when I've solved the Penrose conjecture. And I'm wondering how mermaids have babies.
Don't they lay eggs on a rock?
Now I've got room for another thing. What do you want?
So I did a little research on what the conditions are like in the mines, and the guys might be right. Sounds pretty rough down there. For starters, it's very humid and about 100 degrees.
I'm from Texas, and you're from India. We're no strangers to the fragrant armpit. Next.
It's also a live mine, so there'll be dynamite explosions going off in the distance.
Yeah, I have a lactose-intolerant roommate with a taste for ice cream. Next.
Oh, you have to be down there for 12 hours at a time.
Have to be somewhere.
Oh, there's no toilet, so we'll have to do a business in a bucket.
So, it's settled. We're not doing it.
Look, I get it, but before we pass up on an incredible opportunity, I was thinking about when Howard was training to go to space, they put him in a simulated environment.
Interesting. You're suggesting that we recreate the conditions of the mind to see if we can handle it.
Exactly.
Very well.
So where should we do it?
Well, I'll just Google hot, dark, and moist, see what comes up.
Sheldon.
Oh, no, look, there's all kinds of videos.
Hey, you got a sec?
Hey, sure.
I was hoping we could talk about the money again.
Oh, sweetie, let's just forget about it.
No, hear me out. I know things got a little weird last night.
Well, leaving an envelope full of cash on my dresser after sex would count as weird.
Well, I think I came up with a pretty good solution. we just put the money in a joint account? It'll be our first money together. We can use it for the wedding, the honeymoon, whatever.
Yeah, that's great. I love that.
Of course you do. Not just a genius in bed. You sure are, baby.
You two want to be alone?
I want you to know, I get why you don't want the money. You've got this new job. You're excited about being financially independent, and I am nothing but proud of you.
Oh, thank you so much. It feels so good to hear you say that. And I want you to know that I get this job kind of changes the balance in our relationship, and I'm trying to be sensitive to that.
What?
Well, I just think that maybe you're a little hung up on the money because I'm less reliant on you now, and that's a little scary.
Maybe. Or maybe I tried to do something nice, and maybe you had a problem with it because of your control issues.
Control issues.
Maybe.
Or maybe, now that I'm no longer an out-of-work actress who can't pay for her own dinner, that makes you a little insecure.
I can't believe you'd say that. You know how insecure I am about my insecurities.
I'm sorry. It's stupid to fight over money.
Yeah, I'm sorry, too. We're about to share the rest of our lives together. If it's our money, who cares who has it?
Ugh, you're right. Who cares? Get that money out of my back pocket or I will break your fingers.
Huh. All this time, I never knew there were steam tunnels down here.
Most universities have them. When I was an undergrad, I spent 3 days in one pledging a sorority.
Did you get in?
No, they forgot I was there, but it really opened up my pores.
Well, according to my research, the steam tunnels below this access point should be the closest analog to the mines.
It's going to be so much more accurate than the steam room at the gym.
Plus, there's almost no chance we'll see any of our co-workers half naked.
Oh, totally naked. I love Howard, but the dude needs a little shame.
Amy, this walkie-talkie is yours. If we run into any problems, I'll contact you. And if anything bad happens, what's the rule?
Save you first, come back for Raj only if there's time.
We're going to be fine.
Sheldon, I'm really impressed you're willing to try this.
Admittedly, this brushes up against my well-known aversions to heat, small places, going below floor level, dampness, hatches, ladders, darkness, echoes, and eliminating in Home Depot buckets. That last one is quite new, but I have a feeling that's going to rocket to the top of the list.
Is your cleanser cleansing well? Try Garnier Micellar Cleansing Water. Micelles work like a magnet to remove makeup without rubbing. Cleanse without rinsing, even for sensitive skin. It's cleansing reinvented. Micellar Water. And now new Water Rose Micellar Water by Garnier. Naturally.
$1? I got my full meal just in cheesy tots. Perfect level of crispiness for $1. Perfect level of cheese for $1. It's just great for $1.
Get cheesy tots or a crispy taco for $1. Now part of the snacking and saving menu. Only at Burger King.
These are my people. These are the ones who will reach for the stars. These are my people. By the light of the earth, you can tell they are ours. A new step to take, and a new day will break. Yes, these are my people.
At ProPlan, we believe nutrition is full of possibilities to improve your pet's life. We're redefining what nutrition can do, because the possibility of a longer life and a healthy life is the greatest possibility of all. Purina ProPlan, nutrition that performs.
Thank you.
Oh, come on.
Are those your bank fees?
Yeah, first there's the overdraft, and then the maintenance fee, which I don't know what they maintain.
You should start banking with Chime. They're a mobile bank account with no hidden fees.
Banking with no hidden fees?
Yep. And I get paid up to 2 days early with direct deposit.
Wish I was banking with Chime.
It's super easy.
I like easy. Excuse me.
Start banking with Chime today at chime.com.
These folks, they don't have time to go to the post office. They have businesses to grow, customers to care for,
lives to get home to. They use Stamps.com. Print discounted postage for any letter, any package, anytime, right from your computer. All the amazing services of the post office, only cheaper. Get our special TV offer, a 4-week trial plus postage and a digital scale. Go to Stamps.com/try and never go to the post office again.
When I think of what my imagination looks like, I mean, wow.
Will somebody wear me to the fair?
The Surface is a tool that helps me realize beautiful ideas.
Is that...
Quesadillas? Gordon Ramsay, handing out samples. Seems like just an okay use of your culinary talents, dude. Yeah, it is, smart guy. Almost like having a brand new iPhone, but not pairing with AT&T.
That's true, Gordon Ramsay.
Hey, fingers! It's not a buffet. Use the cocktail stick.
The cocktail
Gosh.
stick.
Get the most from your amazing new iPhone 11 Pro on AT&T, America's fastest network for iPhones. More for your thing. That's our thing.
I just don't think you can truly know someone until you've spent a lot of time with them.
Really? What's Penny's dream vacation?
Malibu Beach House.
That's Barbie's dream vacation.
3 full hours of The Big Bang Theory, Tuesday starting at 7 on TBS.
I'm sweating already.
Yeah, is the person beneath you allow me to say, I know?
How hot is it?
704. No, wait, it's on clock. The real answer isn't much better. 102 degrees.
Well, that's what we wanted. This is as hot as the mines will be.
True. Sheldon's Mine Simulation Log, Entry 1. Koothrappali's restating of the obvious is already getting on my nerves.
Thanks again for having us.
Of course. What do you guys want to talk about?
Well, now that we're engaged, we had some questions about how you handle money as a couple.
Told you they weren't going to ask us to swing with them.
I didn't think they were going to. I just wanted to have a way to say no without hurting Leonard's feelings. Well, nailed it. So what did you want to know?
Well, do you guys ever fight over money?
Sure, sometimes. I mean, it could be a little awkward since I make so much more money than Howie.
You didn't have to say so much more.
Well, I didn't have to, but for the sake of accuracy, I felt that I should.
I brought a lot of significant assets into the relationship, too.
Like what? Your incomplete set of Star Trek collector plates?
For your information, I just bought the last one I needed on eBay.
Without asking me?
There were only 3 minutes left in the auction, and it was a mint condition Scotty from a smoke-free home.
How much, Howie?
Not a lot.
How much?
Let's not talk about this in front of our friends.
Was it more or less than falconry school?
For the 10th time, that was a Groupon. Like I would swing with him.
How are you feeling?
Good.
Not claustrophobic.
Let's set up the equipment. It'll help take your mind off of it.
Miners often sing mining songs to keep their spirits up.
Do you know any mining songs?
Just the hits. Where it's dark as a dungeon and it's damp as the dew.
That's pretty.
Where the dangers are double and the pleasures are few. Where the rain never falls and the sun never shines. It's as dark as a dungeon way down in the mines.
It's a little more bleak than I thought.
Well, I pray when I'm dead and the ages shall roll that my body will blacken and turn into coal.
Getting kind of grim.
Then I'll look from the door of my heavenly home and pity the miner that mines my poor bones.
Okay, how about a little Miley Cyrus next?
Who's he?
Talk about wasted money. What about the late fees on our credit card because somebody didn't pay the bill on time?
Well, maybe I would have paid it if I wasn't also doing everything else around here.
Oh, you're saying I don't do anything around here? Look at my tour chart.
Made him a
I see it. Do the dishes. There's a star right there.
That one is a pity star. Putting water in the roasting pan and leaving it in the sink is not doing the dishes.
That pan had to soak, and you know it.
Well, don't come crying to me when you don't get your allowance.
It's not an allowance. It's a stipend. And we said we weren't going to call it an allowance in front of my friends.
I usually don't like lemon bars, but these are really good.
So, as Hannah Montana, Miley was a world-famous pop star. But then she would take off a wig and go to school like a normal girl, which, I don't have to tell you, at that age is its own headache.
That's preposterous. How would she go unrecognized just by wearing a wig?
But you're okay with Superman concealing his identity with a pair of glasses?
He doesn't just put on a pair of glasses. He combs back his curly cue and affects a mild-mannered personality.
You guys doing okay down there?
I told you to use the walkie-talkie.
You guys doing okay down there?
Please keep this channel clear for emergencies. Thank you.
I'm going to the vending machine. Do you want anything?
This is a simulation. We have to survive on the supplies we brought.
Okay, just checking.
You should have asked her to get some Funyuns.
You're not going to have Funyuns when we're a mile below the surface of the Earth.
What if we brought them down with us?
We'll take some Funyuns.
Anything else?
Some York peppermint patties, a couple of Dr. Peppers, and run to Best Buy and see if they have a portable DVD player and season 1 of a show called Hannah Montana.
Have her get season 2. Season 1, it was still finding itself.
Sorry you guys had to see that.
Oh, don't apologize.
Yeah, it just makes it a lot harder to pretend it never happened.
Money's a sensitive subject for Howie because of the difference in our income.
It really bothers him?
Sure, there's still a lot of pressure on guys to be providers. So even though he's happy for me, it's just a little tough on him.
Uh-oh. What? Well, if I do well in sales, I can end up making a lot more money than you.
Not a problem. I grew up with a mother who emasculated my father financially and in every other aspect of his life, so... Really, it's what I think love looks like.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go check on it.
Maybe it's a good thing we came here. It's like a lesson in what not to do.
Yeah, I don't want something dumb like money to come between
No,
us.
it won't. Let's just promise to figure this kind of stuff out before we get married.
Why are you being so bossy?
Why are you being a baby?
I'm not a baby. I'm a grown man, and I made the bed. Now, where's my star?
Should we go?
Yeah, hang on. I want to see if he gets the